All right, well, we are at the Tongue Mountain Range Loop, and I've been putting this particular hike off for a couple weeks now because it keeps wanting to rain. It's rained pretty much every day in July, and last weekend there was a strong chance of thunderstorms, so I passed. If I happen to be out and there's a thunderstorm, that's one thing, but I'm not going to purposely go camp in a thunderstorm if I can help it. But I got a break in the rain today. Chance, a little bit later on, but it's supposed to be clearing up all morning, and then overnight's supposed to be great throughout the day tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, back to thunderstorms and rain again. I am carrying 3 liters of water with me today. Typically, they say that there's no water sources until you get down to the lake, which is about 11 or 12 miles. By the time all said and done, it's like 10 point something miles to the end of the ridge before you head down to the lake. But with all the rain we've had, I'm already seeing water sources flowing all over the place, so probably not an issue. Anyway, I'm coming up to the sign-in box now, so I'm gonna sign in, and then we will go from there. Just a note, there is a timber rattlesnake habitat ahead, so we could be running into some snakes. So we want to be very careful there. All right. So, as I said, I am carrying 3 liters of water. My base weight is 25 pounds, which is everything but my food, fuel, and water. And then with everything, I'm at 35 pounds. So 7 of that's water. So we're gonna lighten up as we go, which is good. And then I'll definitely replenish on water when I get down to the lake, probably. But anyway, let's get hiking. So, like I said, I'm doing the Tongue Range Loop today, and so it's 21.6 miles round trip, and I'm planning on doing the majority of that today. I'm gonna do about 15 to 16 miles today, see if I can find a good camping spot before I come back up on the ridge. If I can't, I'll have to come back on the ridge and go to like Fifth Peak or whatever it is and camp there for the night. But this is gonna be a good training hike for the Cranberry Lake 50, which is have to do about 13 miles a day there, and a lot less elevation, a lot less difficulty than this. This is rated a hard hike again, and it's going to be harder all wet, but it's a good training hike for that, which is coming up in a little over a month. So I'm excited about that. And then in a couple weeks, my boys, I believe, have the time off to go with me up to the Putnam Pond area again. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, weather permitting, a week from tomorrow, I'm going to do a day hike up to Hadley Mountain with some folks from church. So that'll be fun. So anyway, we're heading up, I think, toward the ridge. And we're going to keep on moving here. I'm at my first intersection here. So Deer Leap is that way, and then we are headed this way. 2 miles to the Tongue Mountain Lean-To, 5 miles to 3 miles to 5 Mile Mountain. Clay Meadow 6.5, and then the Point of Tongue is 10.2. So we're going all the way to the end today. One thing I'm doing a little different this time is I'm not carrying my phone in my back pocket. I've got an ultralight shoulder strap pouch, which I am going to be using for my phone to see if that helps with the weird trying to auto dial and locking me out of my phone stuff. Let's see if that helps. Plus it's a handy place to keep a snack or something like that as well. All right, so I'm at this little overlook right now, and well, as you can see, there's not much to look at. I'm fogged in right now, but hopefully that'll clear as I get farther down the range, and I will get some good lake views today. At least that's the plan. I'm right near the summit of Brown Mountain, which is behind me. Not much to look at. You just walk up and stand on top of a rock and kind of look at what you just looked at. So we're gonna keep trekking and head to the Lean-To, stop for a minute, have a little water, and then continue on. I got some blueberries here. Probably another month. Those will be, I don't know, we got some other little berries coming along with them. Let's just try one. Yeah, they're already good. I wouldn't eat the red ones, but the blueberries are good. Lots of blueberries. So we're at the lean-to. It's 2.5 miles in, and just gonna stop for a moment and have a snack and a drink of water, and then we'll continue on. A little wet here. Looks like it got wet inside a little bit too. Little fire pit. Yeah, if worst came to worst, I could literally hike back to here today and hang my hammock right inside there. There's a couple of big thick nails that you could hang from. So as a last resort, that's always possible. I'll check out the one that's up ahead that's closer to where I'll be coming back out of the loop. Let's see if it has the same setup. And that's still my second choice. My first choice is going to be down toward the lake as I head back. But anyway, I'm going to have a quick stop for water and get my snack out to munch on the way, and then we'll continue on. We got lots of miles to do still. By the way, this place has all the amenities. Nice outhouse. This is the trail. Yeah, there's just no way to not get your feet wet. Good thing I have my darn tough socks on and sock liners. And so I'll be fine. I have a spare set to change over to for tomorrow in the morning. But Yeah, boy, you get along this ridge and it's quick and easy going, of course, till you get to something like this. But then it starts going downhill, and of course, when you go downhill, you got to go back uphill again. So there's that. But it's not terrible. I did a lot of elevation gain in the beginning, and now it's ups and downs. I'll have a big down as I go down to the lake. But anyway, we're heading on to where we're still not even to where the loop actually begins. Probably got another mile or two before we get there. So we came downhill quite a bit, and we're at the intersection for the loop, I believe. And so now we're going to be heading back uphill. It's 0.7 miles to Fifth Peak Lean-To, which I'll stop and hopefully get some good views and take a little break. And then 6.2 miles to Montcalm Point, which is, I believe, the end of the before we go down to Lake George, the end of that ridge. 5.5 miles down, actually, yeah, 5.5 miles down. Anyway, let's keep trucking. All right, well, the Fifth Peak Lean-To is up there a ways, probably 2.5. It's probably a half-mile round trip. And Montcalm Point is this way, which is the direction I'm heading. So for now, I'm going to keep heading this direction. And then maybe another time I'll come up there, or if I'm looking for a place to camp on the way back, I might. I had to come up uphill quite a bit just to get back up to here. So I don't know if I will or not. But we're going to keep going. We're going to get some views a little later on. So I'm 6.1 miles in. And I got a slight view of the lake that side. And a slight view of the lake on that side. So I'm heading out into the point, and then I don't know if I can really get it in, but we are headed up there. That's where we're headed. So still a ways to go. So I have to go up there, but first I have to go down there, and I'll tell you, it's been quite slippery, but my path has me down there, back up there, across the top, and then back down the other side, and then coming down around through here along the lake, and then back up that way. But it's 11:30, I've gone over 6 miles, so I'm gonna stop, sit down, enjoy the view for a few minutes, and take a little break while I'm swarmed by gypsy moths, and just rest up a little bit before I make this this next push, because it's gonna be it doesn't look like it's gonna be a easy thing, especially as I've slipped multiple times, and thank the good Lord for my trekking poles. They have saved my 6 multiple times, but I don't want to get hurt, so I have to do this carefully. Well, as much as I don't want to do this, I'm gonna declare that this is too dangerous to do right now. I just, without the pack on, was gonna walk down and just see where the trail went down there, and slid down this rock. Feet came right out from under me. It's just so wet, and I don't want to get hurt. I definitely don't want to die, so I'm going to go back to Fifth Peak Lean-To, climb up to there. If nobody's there, I'm going to set up camp there, but I'm not going to risk getting hurt just to say I did the loop. I'll come back and do it again another time when it's dry. So I'm headed back to Fifth Peak, and we'll see if we can't find a place to camp there. All right, well, I am at the Fifth Peak Lean-To, and I'm gonna stop here, have lunch, drink some more water. I'm gonna look for a place to hang my hammock. I think there's a place around behind here a little bit that might even have some really good views. And that's where I'll camp for the night. I feel bad about not making the loop and getting the mileage in. I've only done 7.1 miles today, but at the same time, I have to be safe, and I would rather do that. I mean, as far as Cranberry Lake 50, yes, it's going to be twice as far in a day, but it's also a lot flatter. Probably still wet in places, but definitely a lot flatter. So that will be helpful. Anyway, I've got more hikes to train to get ready for that anyway between now and then. And again, safety first. I don't like to abort, but if you have to call it off and do what's safest, that's what you have to do. Live to hike another day, right? Well, a couple of guys got the Primos site. So I'm just gonna All right, so camp is set up. I'm on a ridge of like a meadow just below the lean-to, which you can kind of see up behind me there. Like, I'll see right up that way. And there were like 3 people up there earlier. I don't know if I think they just day hiked down out and they're coming back, because I think they had packs earlier and they didn't when I passed them, because I went back down to the intersection where the stream is, and got 2 more liters of water so I can have water to drink for the rest of the day and night, and still have a liter for cooking and for my coffee in the morning. And then when I go back out, I'll refill a couple more liters for the hike back out. But I got my pack hanging in the tree. My food bag's temporarily hanging there. I actually have a spot. There's my hammock all set up. I keep getting rain alerts, so I put the tarp out and it's in porch mode right now. If it doesn't rain, I'll leave it that way. And then back down that way is where my bear bag's gonna hang. I've got the rope hung and everything. So got a little bit of a view of the lake. I'll show that to you. So not a perfect view, but not bad either. And you know, it'll work. And so this is where I'll be spending the night. There's a fire pit down there. I'm not going to use it. I'm not sure how legal that is. I will go down there probably and cook my dinner though. I might be able to sit down there and eat and look over the lake. So anyway. All right, and the bear bag is hung for the night. All right, well, the sun finally came out. Obviously, I wanted to wait till I was tucking into my hammock for the rest of the day, but you may have noticed that I did not have any shots of me walking or anything. I did not bring a tripod this time. I have ordered a smaller ultralight tripod to bring out on the trail with me, so that'll make things a lot easier. The other one's a bit more bulky and a little heavier, but anyway, I'm just ready to relax, spend some time in prayer, and just enjoy the rest of my night. Sun will be going down in a couple hours, and I'll get some good sleep and pack up and head out in the morning. So I will see you tomorrow. Well, good morning, everybody. It's about 6:30. I had a visitor at about 3 o'clock down in the meadow down toward where I was eating. A doe, white-tailed deer. I heard some very loud walking, so I got my light out and shined it and saw her walking down there. She didn't spook. She just kept on nosing around and walking around. And so that was interesting. And then I think I woke up again about 4 something, and everything was dead quiet. There was no, not even a bird chirping, no bugs, nothing. And then, I want to say 4:45 or so, an owl started, and things started waking up. So I refused to wake up that early, and but anyway, so I'm gonna get up, get some breakfast, coffee, and pack up, and we'll hit the trail. All right, well, breakfast is over. I'm all packed up, and we're heading out of the trail. We're just leaving the campsite now. Nutritious breakfast of coffee and chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts. So, got about 6 miles to go to get back, and I am leaving at the same time as yesterday, so should be back out about, I want to say noonish. Nobody at the lean-to. I didn't hear anybody last night, so I guess those folks were just day hikers. Just me and my friendly deer. And then those two guys out at the Primo spot. Anyway, we're heading back down to the main trail from the Fifth Peak Lean-To. And we're back to the intersection, so 5.5 miles to the truck. And here we go. Water has gone down some, but I'll tell you, those rocks are slippery and I'm gonna go swimming if I'm not careful. So phone's gotta go away. And we made it. Not without getting 1 foot muddy, as what I thought was a rock was mud. But hey, the other foot's still dry, so that won't last, I'm sure. Things are drying up, but this is definitely still wet. And as you can tell probably from the footage, it's a bit humid too. It's only 66 degrees, but it's humid. Oh, I don't know if you remember yesterday, I mentioned I had lost a ton of elevation. Well, today I had to take it all back. And whew, I'm still not quite done, but wow, take a look at this. I don't know how well you can see that. But that essentially just drops off, and it's you know, I just walked along this ridge to cool off right here. But that's what I just had to come up. Whew. right, well, we made it. Ended up being just under 13 miles, and no snakes. The only snake I ran into was in a dream I had last night. I kept hearing this rattle, and then this brownish snake struck and missed me, though, because I was swinging. Of course, I was in my hammock while I was dreaming, so I'm sure that had something to do with it. Anyway, no snakes. Things were starting to dry out as I was coming back down. Ran into a couple more groups of people, one family with a bunch of kids, and then another couple was just getting out as I was getting down to the road. So anyway, overall good trip. Sad I didn't get to do the whole loop, but again, you know, you got to have judgment, common sense, and use that over your desire or your, you know, what you're hoping for. Sometimes you just have to say, hey, you know what, maybe another time. So anyway, till the next hike, I hope you all have a blessed day, and you know, get out there, hike your own hike, have a good adventure outdoors, seeking God. Take care, and God bless.